Hi, I'm Paul O'Connor, Product Manager for RouteMagic, and today I'd like to talk to you about our wholesale delivery and management system. Wholesale delivery system from RouteMagic provides you with sales order processing, warehouse picking, route planning, tracking, electronic proof of delivery, and full office automation, enabling you to complete transactions without having to rekey any confirmations or amendments to those orders. RouteMagic provides you with a full wholesale delivery management solution, from order management where you can add sales orders, process, pick and pack orders to complete a load order for a vehicle run, through to route management where you can plan today's or next day's work and monitor in live time the performance of your delivery fleet. There's full inventory management, giving you an up-to-date view of stock not only in your warehouse or depots but also on individual vehicles, and obviously full control over employees, customers, products and prices. So let's start by looking at sales orders. So by selecting the sales orders, I can see a list of all orders within the system. I can filter this, so I can say I just want to look at route 2, which we're working on today, and I can also just want to view orders for today. And it'll come down, you give me my workload for today for that route. I can, if I'm from the sales office, add new orders on, so I can come through very simple search facilities. So if I know the account code, I can just enter in the smallest details of the account code that I'm aware of. So maybe I know it's Bath Brew House, it starts with BB, it comes through and it brings up the account. I can see the name and the contact of the delivery point, and then I can change from the default route to any route which I want to select. It defaults through to a date for the delivery of that order, and you can set that to be, if you offer a next day delivery service, it will default through to the next day. I can then add my products into the order. So if I want chicken thigh, I can just type in as much as I know, or I could enter in the product code. It can come through and I just add in the total I want. If I want an additional line on there, maybe some chicken breast, I can come through again, searching and select and say 1 chicken breast. If that's my order, that's now complete. I can specify a scheduled time if it's a time delivery. I can include any data such as maybe a PDF from an email or a purchase order which has been sent through, and then it picks up who's taken the order, the time and the date the order was taken. I can add any notes that I want to go to the invoice, or any notes just for internal use. So if I'm happy with that, I can just save. And then it comes through and it's updated onto our sales order list. And it's shown on here as it is for route 2 for the 19th. It's pending approval. I can select all orders and just as a simple bulk approval, mark everything as being approved, and they'll come through and now the status has changed. Picking is incredibly simple yet very powerful with RouteMagic. I can go through to my pick orders screen in the same way I have my list. I could filter, I could select, and I'm able to pick in a number of ways. I can pick an individual order, so I can take the Bath Brew House, I can come through and it's giving me the detail of what the products are, how many quantity, what my inventory quantity on the shelf in the warehouse is. I can just confirm that pick, or I can exclude and say that I'm picking to a bulk collection for this journey, and I'm just picking each order to go through, but I'm not packing and separating orders out. So I'm going to do the skip pack. So I can confirm that, and it comes through and it changes status to picked. If I am doing bulk pick, I may wish to just go through and see all my orders which are on there for the 19th, and I can download a pick form, so it will give me a pick list for all of those orders in bulk, and then I can confirm the bulk pick of those orders. So I'm just going to go through and just going to add one more onto my list, and I'm going to bulk pick those orders, and it comes down and it updates that those have all been picked fully. So they're now all picked, and if I then come through and I can see that they're actually on here, and I can just select each of these, which are my orders for the 19th, and I can bulk pack and I can create my load order. Now, each of these steps is customizable, so you can do them individually, you can do them en masse. So if you are bulk picking, you wouldn't necessarily have to go through each individual step. You'll just print out your pick list, confirm, and take it away. If you are picking to individual totes, you can go through and pick and pack an order into a discrete package for each customer. If you'd like to know more details about that, please look at our contact details at the end of the video and request a demonstration of those features. So I'm now in a position, I have picked and packed all of my orders. If I look at my planner, I can see now that if I come through to plan, I have my 5 orders which I've created, and they're shown on the list on here. The route planner is incredibly simple to use, and I have a number of options. I can simply drag and drop orders or calls from one route to another if I need to make any changes. If I just concentrate on route 2, I can show on a map where those stops are. And as you can see, it's some down on the coast, some up in Bristol, some in Bath. I can confirm that the order that I'm actually going to give to the driver by optimizing that route. And it will come through and it will show me that I'm going to go down here, do these orders first, and on each one it's telling me the distance I need to drive from the previous call, how long my drive time is going to be, and what my ETA is to get to that customer. If I'm happy with that, I can lock that route so you can't make any more changes to it. I can save it, and then that was now ready for the driver to download to their handheld device. If I come through here now to the route monitor, this shows me the route which my driver is going on. So these are the orders that he has, and when I complete these orders on the handheld, it will actually change color on here to reflect that the driver has completed those calls, and you'll be able to see instantly the proof of delivery for where he's been and the signatures and any additional information which has been captured. So coming through to my handheld, so here is the RouteMagic handheld device. It's running here on an Android Samsung device, and I'm logging in as Alan, as route 2 is Alan's route. So I come in, I log in to here. I've logged on as Alan, and it's now saying that I can download my route 2, which is the route we want to work on, for the 19th, and I can download that route. It will come through to my main menu, or my main task menu for the driver. So the first thing the workflow has been set to do is to force the driver to complete a vehicle inspection, and this is a simple tick list which you can just go through, and you can add the tick boxes on here. He can complete any questions which may require a value answer or text answer. He can put in any other details. If there's any scratches or damage to bodywork, he can take a photograph of that, and it's all linked to this vehicle inspection, this route, and signed for by the driver. So we've got Alan on there, who just signs and confirms his vehicle inspection has been done. So it goes through, and it will queue every transaction on the handheld is queued, and then it's sent through as part of the standard communication between the handheld and the back office. So the first thing I do as a van driver, I've done my vehicle inspection, I can go through, I can load my stock, and it shows me a load order which has been created on the server for me to load onto the vehicle. And so these are all of the products which I'm putting on. And again, I am loading my vehicle in bulk and picking from the vehicle stock, so I can see what I've got. If I need to, I can make any amendments or alterations to my vehicle load, and I can confirm. So now we'll go through and we'll bring this items onto my vehicle stock and allow me to complete my day. So I'm going to now go to the top menu up here, 3-bar menu, and I want to be able to check as a driver which calls I've got today. So I can, on here, I can go through and I can see on here the stops on the map. So I've got my calls down here in Weston-super-Mare, and I've got others over there in Bath. So that's my day which has been set up for me. I can then come through and I will see the individual customers which I'm due to deliver to with today's route. As I go through, I can very easily as a driver click on there, it comes up and it gives me a message. It tells me that there's a loading bay I must reverse in, etc., or any message or information you want to give to your driver. I can then come through next, and it's showing me the items that I'm delivering to the account. So these are the items I would pick from the back of my van. I can confirm. I can then go through to site visit summary, and it's showing me what I've actually delivered, what I've got seeing, any deposit items which may be there, and any payment if I'm instructed to take a payment. So I can then come through to the bottom of the screen, I can get a customer's signature, and I can then take his name from the details, and confirm. If I need to take a photograph or grab an image, I can go through and I can take an image of anything which I'm actually delivering on there. And it gives me an option to print, don't print, as I go through. And then I'm now ready to take my next transaction. So if I'm going to go to the Commodore Hotel Sambay, I can go through. If I do a long hold, it gives me additional information. So on here with the GPS signal there, I can actually fire up Google Maps, or you could, if you have Waze installed, you can use Waze. It will come through and it'll give me drive directions to that account. So telling me how long it is and information that you get standard with Google. So I can come out of there, put that into the background, and then I just go through and I can complete the account in exactly the same way. If for whatever reason I get there and I'm unable to deliver, I could skip this call. And I'll give a reason why I'm skipping this call. It could be that the customer was unavailable. They weren't ready for me. So I could confirm that. It grays out my call on here, and it allows me to go on to the next stop. But it also gives me the option that I can come back and unskip and deliver there later. And then I can continue on through my route. What you'll see on the left-hand side of the screen is my route monitor is constantly being updated as we go. So if I just come across to the route monitor here, we can see that the call at Bistro Pierre has been completed. It's changed green and there's more detail in there. It's telling me the time it was actually delivered, 8:29. If I just click on there, it will tell me the delivery time and the delivery location. And I'm also able to download and view the proof of delivery at this point. I can also look at it just by clicking on the icons on here. So if I just go through, it will give me a visual of the proof of delivery that's been actually shown. So the delivery note, the signature, it was made on there as we go through. So it's our signed delivery note from Bistro Pierre. On the Commodore Hotel, it's telling me there that the delivery wasn't able to be made because the customer was unavailable. So if I do get any calls come through from that customer, I can advise them that we have tried to deliver and that we will be coming back later in the day. The system is real time, so these transactions have come straight through. If I continue on my handheld and go through to the Aztec Hotel, I can confirm my delivery. There's only one item to be delivered. I can go through any deposit items again if you do that, any payment details that I may need to take, and then I can get a signature and capture a name. Again, I can take my photograph of what I need to do. So it just comes through and it just gives me, so we're all working from home at the moment, so here I am at home, and we can just go through. My photo has been saved, and then I just confirm that sale. So it's very fast, very quick, very easy for your drivers. It just comes through. We're able to capture additional information. Say you give your drivers keys, you can set a little checklist at the end of a customer where you're a key holder to remind him that he must relock, set the alarm, and if there are any chilled goods, they had to be put away. So he can confirm that as well. It's just making your driver work within the rules that you have set. My final delivery on here is the Bath Brew House, so I can just come through and I'll be able to complete that at the same time. So that is a brief overview of how the application sits and works in real time, showing you the performance of the driver back here. So here we can see where the driver is, where his van is, where his individual orders have been dropped off. And we're able to see in real time both the delivery notes and also on here a survey which he's actually taken, so we can click through and it will confirm that he did relock, put chill goods away, etc. We can also view from here to make sure he has completed his vehicle inspection. It will show his vehicle inspection. So everything that you have asked the driver to do, you can see and be beside him effectively to make sure that they are complying by the rules that you have set for them to do. So I hope that's given you a little introduction to the RouteMagic Wholesale Delivery Management System. If you'd like any further details, you can contact us at routemagic.co.uk, and our telephone numbers and contact details are there on the screen. Please, if you have any more information you'd like to know more about RouteMagic, do get in touch. Thank you very much.